Don't get me wrong. Paimon is genuinely better suited to Xion. But in all honesty, yes, I had my own reasons for wanting to treat you myself. Your psychology is so unique. I just had to investigate further to satisfy my own curiosity. Please, come with me. Before we begin... There's a theory which suggests that we bury our most powerful emotions deep within our dreams. That's the territory I would like to explore. Before I start, I'm going to ask you a few questions. I want you to nod your head for yes and shake your head for no, all right? Very good. Now, I'm going to plant a few thoughts in your subconscious, but it's nothing to get nervous about. Just a way to improve your sleep quality, so the treatment will be more effective. This is an incense from Sumeru that soothes the mind. The fragrance is said to be the scent of dreams. Now, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and concentrate on the scent. The next step requires some visual preparation, so don't open your eyes until I say so. Oh, where did it go? I need to have a stern talk with Murasaki. How hard is it to just put things back where they came from? This needs another dab here. That's better. I said no peeping. I'm still not ready yet. Hey, don't run off now, darlings. Come here. For goodness sake, your butt's showing. All right. Shh. Let me do that for you. I can see that you don't like being kept waiting. Go on, open your eyes. Everything's ready. Take a good look at this painting. There are some very special little darlings hidden within it, and I'd like you to find them. Do you see her? Isn't she just adorable? Now you just need to find the others. She's a Baku as well. Whenever someone starts dozing off, She's there waiting for their dream to begin. Your journey into Dreamland began as you were looking for them. Feeling sleepy? Now I want you to take my hand. Very good. Now close your eyes again for me. I want you to completely relax and focus your attention on the feeling of my palm touching yours. Notice how all other sensations in your body are slowly fading away. Now, imagine you're not holding my hand, but your favorite things in all of the world. You run your hand through the sakura blossoms, gently falling through the air. Then through a squirrel's fur. Then you grab a fistful of sand on the beach. You are once again in the wilderness, running with the wind at your back. But slowly, your palm loses sensation. You lose your way and find yourself surrounded by darkness. You can't see anything, but you hear someone calling you. And now, a light is shining from the same direction as their voice. Traveler, come over here. Longing caused by separation. Despair caused by failure. Icy cold on the lip. Regret caused by missed opportunity. A sharp aftertaste. Please don't look back. Go to where the sakura petals fall. Go to where the squirrels play. Go to where you can hear the sound of the waves. Is where I am. Holding my hand tight, the feeling of running your hand through falling sakura blossoms, or through a squirrel's fur, or and as you return from the wilderness, you gradually recover. We've reached the end of today's session. Don't get up yet, though. You were just in a How
you getting along, Traveler?
How are you feeling after your session, Paimon?
Kinda fresher and...
Good. That's exactly how you should feel after having a nightmare eaten.
Oh, for sure. Paimon especially liked how she used the sense of taste to help guide, but Paimon was asleep for most of it, so she's not really sure how it all works. Do the Yumi Kuibaku just, like, sneak...
It's quite a bit more complicated than that. It deals with people...
That sounds super
Sorry, that probably made no sense at all. Anyway, don't worry about How are you feeling, Traveler? Really?
What do you...
You have quite a reputation for resilience and positivity, so I expected to find very few negative emotions in you at all. But when I was deep in your subconscious earlier, the sheer weight of the emotions hidden there was overwhelming. Yes, but that's not what concerns me the most. Despite all your negative emotions, I couldn't find a single bad dream.
Huh. Well, maybe she's just an eternal optimist.
Optimist or not, everyone has bad dreams. Maybe they're just hidden even deeper in your mind. You're a unique case.
But she said she feels cozy, just like Paimon. So whatever you did,
True, but as a clinician, I would have hoped to reach a better understanding of... Fine by me. As long as you can put up with... Anyway, all jokes aside, it's time for you to try out the hot springs.
Oh, that sounds good. You know, this place provides a really great service.
Don't start worrying about our bottom line again, or my work so far will count for nothing. Look,
If you say so.
I think the traveler's recovered from the therapy session now. Let's head...
Most impressive, I must say.
Miko, what brings you here?
There you are. I heard a rumor that...
She's joking, right?
Miko, it's been a while?
She never mentioned? Interesting. We've known each other since before I became the Guji.
You'll have to forgive me. I just didn't want to scare the traveler off. And hi, I'm Miko's friend. Seemed like a surefire...
Oh, I've missed your way with words.
So, Lady Guji, to what do we owe the...
Why, I simply came to see the business that my dear friend has invested in. Oh, and also to urge you to sell your shares before they're... You could always invest in the I publish...
Sounds serious. But what's wrong?
Well, hasn't she told you? Of course. She's your therapist. The Isa bathhouse used to be very popular. Although not because of the hot springs, despite the name. But recently, a competitor cropped up. His name is Emira Ichi. Since he provides a similar service to the bathhouse and boasts even... Oh, it's such a pity to see how empty this place is now.
Miko, my job is to relieve my clients of their burdens, not to share mine with them.
Oh, of course you'd say that. You're a professional. But no amount of professional... I heard people have been lining up since the early morning for Emira Ichigensai's clinic today. He's...
Surely...
True. Very true.
So, that's it? You're just gonna leave?
Oh, I'd love to help, little one. But I don't want to upset my old friend.
Miko's acting all...
I understand why she doesn't want to help. The two of us are technically competitors.
Huh?
Light novels are one way for people to pursue happiness in their free time. Miko and I disagreed quite significantly over...
Paimon is so confused by your friendship. Paimon's curious, though. After today, it's hard to believe that anyone... Who is this Emira?
Something of a mystery. I tried to look into his background when he first started poaching my... I suspect he's avoiding me on purpose, since I'm a competitor. In all this time, I haven't even figured...
Well, we at least know where he is today, though.
That's true. But I'm sure...
Then why don't we go instead?
As I keep reminding you, this is my problem, not your...
Exactly. You provide an amazing service here.
Huh. Well, now it just seems rude if I reject your...
Sure thing. Just leave this up. This should be the place. That guy... Hi there. We're looking for...
Pay first, take a tick.
97.
53. Be patient, I'll call you.
Jeez, what a charmer. Looks like we're in for a long wait, huh? Sounds kind of therapeutic in its own way. But we don't really have a good Why don't we pass the time by talking to some of his other patients? Sir.
Do I know you? Ah, so you're here for
Yep. Fellow clients of Amura Ichigensai.
service? How crass. We're talking about spirit.
In fairness to them, they haven't experienced it yet. Ignorance among the...
Okay. Well, anyway,
more defectors from the bathhouse, huh? Service might have a veneer of professionalism, but all it...
Why do you say that?
I'll tell you why. After just a few sessions with Emura Ichigensai, today's supposed to be my last counseling session. He says that
Meanwhile, Isa Bathhouse boasts about their strange and mysterious methods, but it's a total scam. They only treat the symptoms, not the root cause.
Exactly. Overpriced and...
Me too. Probably see you tomorrow then?
Whatever the truth of the matter is, Paimon is starting to Fine.
No, you don't just show up, take a seat, and he takes care of the rest. I remember he lit some incense. It smelled wonderful and instantly relaxed me.
I already know of the troubles that bring you to me.
I don't know why I lose my temper so easily.
Yes, in the sense that all negative Now,
I don't actually remember the guidance, but anyway, it clearly worked. I guess whatever he said disappeared from my... Oh, so rude.
We're only...
That's a fair point.
Go on.
Well, someone in my family actually knew Imura Ichigensai before he made a name for himself. Apparently, he had a terrible temper. Pretty much everyone in the neighborhood had issues with him. But he must have had some sort of epiphany, because he did a complete 180. Went from having the most rotten temper you can imagine to one of the most cheerful people, even more amazingly. Oh, so you can rest doubt it all you want.
What should we do now? We may have burned our bridges with these two. Yeah! There's still a lot of people ahead of us, though.
Go of your pain. Let go of your pain. Who are you?
Traveler, it's almost time! That was a long wait. All right, now time. Oh, hello! We're number 9.
Yeah, sorry, the clinic.
What?
Because Emura Ichigensai doesn't have a limit. Not as long as some people. Try getting here. Save yourself the trouble. Spiritual master.
Drat! We should have barged in after all. Yeah.
So he gives spiritual guidance, and it takes all your troubles away and leaves.
Yep, at least.
How is that possible? Not even.
Is that right? Paimon was gonna say it.
It certainly is. Humans are, how to put this, they're a moody race. Always upset about something.
You think? Because honestly, this sounded pretty convincing. And they said they only left the.
But the idea he has spread.
That settles it then. Imura each.
Is that why he's doing this? Just. It's unfortunate that you didn't get to meet him in person.
Yeah, it's too bad. Although, if it's any help, we did hear a bit.
Imura Ichigensai. Rotten temper. Now wait just a minute. Filing patient records is normally the most tedious job in the world. But once in a while, something mild.
Amora Chuya?
It's him. I remember.
Wait, that.
What is it?
Where to start? Imagine a big ball of negative emotion. His patient record mentions that if he lost, he'd sulk.
Sounds like.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, since no one would. Naturally, this ruined the column for everyone, and the editors soon started rejecting his. Next thing you know, he's written a complaint letter to the Tenryo Commission, demanding that Ian.
Gee whiz!
In my case, I'm pretty sure he only came here to try and start something. But Mizuki managed to get him into a session.
Murasaki makes him sound like a rabbit. Once I understood his situation, I was able to diagnose. You have very high expectations for yourself. You've never had any real close friends, so you don't know what help. In short, you longed. You have no idea how.
You promised the world in your adverts, and that's seriously the best you can come up with? I mean, you completely misunderstood why I even sent that complaint letter. The Yai Publishing House.
In the magazine column you wrote to, your strongly worded letter appeared alongside dozens of.
No one with half a brain would.
So when I touched on the idea of you having an egocentric world.
Wow. How the heck did you get into.
Simple. The more he realized the truth of my diagnosis, the more he compulsed. He lost the ability to communicate like a normal human being. The Tenryo Commission had ignored his complaint letter, so he had. Eventually, with the help of some incendiary words, I got him to agree to try some basic therapy. It's a shame, really. If I'd only been able to see him a few more times, I know.
It was all my fault.
For the last time, it was his fault for.
What? What happened?
Well, one day, he comes in as usual for therapy. I don't know what got into him that day, but he suddenly announced that he wished to be obviously if she didn't manage it, and then he pulled out a complaint letter to try and intimidate her. That he hasn't shown his face here.
Whoa.
Anyway, now everyone's had a look at his record. Do we think there's any chance? Because it sounds to me like after he didn't get what he wanted, he decided.
Bad dreams are formed.
There's no point hemming and hawing. Let's report this guy to the.
Is anyone there?
We'd like to book a therapy session.
Hello, please come with me. I'll get you.
Wait. Those are the two guys Paimon mentioned earlier. Just.
Oh, really? Well, that proves it, doesn't it? So chin up, Mizuki. I bet you business will start.
Yeah! You Yume Kuibaku provide an unbeatable service.
Interesting. Well, good. Murasaki, go help Shion.
Should have kept my mouth shut.
Now we just need to report this guy as a fraud to the Tenryo Commission. It looks like the Isa Bathhouse will be back in business.
Of course it did. You were a huge. Now then, you only got partway through the VIP experience last time.
Oh, true! How could Wow, Paimon feels incredible now. Nothing beats the complete service package. Agreed! Although Paimon didn't notice her inside just now. What could she be doing out at this hour? Let's ask her. Hey there, Mr. Aikawa. Do you have any idea where Mizuki went?
Oh, you're looking for Mizuki? She actually tends... As for where she goes and what she does during that time...
She takes the evenings to relax. She probably tells people she's relaxing, but actually she's Oh, remember the place from last time? This should be the play. What? Why is Mizuki crying? Unless... Well, firstly...
Oh, I see. I was planning on making it back before you finished in the hot springs, but I ended up... Don't worry.
Aw, what's up?
No, my digestion was fine this time. What you saw just now was the aftermath of the digestion process. Like I said, bad dreams are basically bundles of all kinds of negative emotions. So when I'm processing these emotions...
Does that happen to all...
Oh, don't worry about the others. To feel... Most Baku have a very poor understanding of humanity. So to them, I'm the odd one out in that sense. When I was studying abroad, now I understand human emotions much better. I can empathize with them, but still, that's no reason for you to be concerned about me. Letting your emotions out is one of the most effective ways to process them.
Paimon thought maybe seeing those customers had even makes Paimon mad. You work so hard for them and then they Yes, they were led astray by some swindler.
I can't blame them. The idea that you can forget all of your troubles and never have a bad dream again is a very... Traveler, if I really could make you forget all of your troubles for good, would you want me to try? You really are different from other people. Discovering what troubles people is easy for me, even in your case. But although I can see your troubles clearly, I still don't completely understand you. Thanks for checking in on me. As a psychologist, I know how to take care of myself. Anyway, it's much too late to book another appointment now. You should head home. Get some sleep.
All right, good night.
Bye for now.
Mizuki! We're here to book our next Oh no, what's wrong with them?
They've been like this ever since they woke up.
Ooh, it's an extreme case.
Huh? How come? Oh,
I doubt it. We only had 4 customers yesterday.
Paimon blame.
You're right. Something's definitely wrong with their nightmares. Our ability to digest dreams. Point being, no normal person should ever have a nightmare of. Oh, this situation is dire. If I can't find a way to help them digest their.
What can we do? Let us help.
We need to find those 2 customers from yesterday and figure out the cause of their bad dreams. Without Traveler, Paimon, I know.
Let's see. They
Lead the way.
You know, I went out to sea earlier today, but was so distracted that I lost my net.
Yeah, I messed up today too. But hey, what's the big deal?
Hey, you two! Murasaki and Shion are.
Whoa, someone's in a bad.
I know, right?
What's wrong?
They're acting so weird. Paimon was pretty aggressive.
Allow me. Gentlemen.
I don't think so.
Huh. Do you recall having an.
No, why would I? What in this?
Nope, nothing comes to mind.
What is going on? It's like they've. Although Paimon can believe what they're saying.
No. No. They're clearly not in their right mind.
Whoa! What did you do?
Entered their subconscious minds. I noticed they've both become disassociated from their subconscious, meaning I can access.
No! No! Those thugs!
The sea is too rough today. I should...
As you can see, their troubles. Susukida seems to have a short fuse, which causes him to act out of line. I'm sure this has caused him a lot of. As for Umihiko, I believe he developed a fear of stormy waves after a near-death. Their negative emotions have been isolated from, but those suppressed emotions will only continue to fester in their subconscious. If it's Emura Ichigensai's doing, I guess he's not the straightforward calm man we thought he was. Did you notice anything strange?
Not really. They were a lot. You sure kept that one quiet.
Oh, no. Look, we have.
Mizuki?
Something inhuman is at work in Emura Ichigensai. The Traveler's dream confirmed. If we don't find and stop him as soon.
Yikes! Well, guess we better press these guys a little.
What's with the urgency? Why does it matter?
Yeah, he'll turn up when he's ready.
This isn't.
You do remember what happened last night, only you don't want to talk about it. Because you can't reconcile the presence of a nightmare. Just thinking about it brings up an overwhelming sense of being torn apart.
Please, stop.
Emura Ichigensai's treatment has clearly left you wounded and vulnerable. At least.
All right. But seriously, we really.
Yeah, a pet.
Is he trying to hide from me again?
They really don't know anything? Darn! looks like we've hit it.
I don't suppose you know where he lives, do you?
No. We did ask yesterday, but even his guard didn't know.
In that case... Yes, I suppose. Now that I know what's causing their bad... Honestly, you've already done your part.
Don't forget, we want to book our next therapy session. The sooner... So we're not gonna quit until all this is resolved. And the...
Looks like I have no choice but to accept your help again. Still, I'm gonna need your full cooperation. The last thing I want is for you to put...
don't worry about that. You should see some...
Paimon.
Alright, sure. We'll keep...
Very good. Let's get going then.
Pretty bold claim saying you'll track this guy down. 'Cause, in case you hadn't noticed, these guys are hopeless. Oh, wait, you're right! She was the one who... There's no time to lose! She's usually somewhere.
Here for a fortune slip, little ones? Or visiting a friend?
Whoa! Where did you come from?
That was a little lukewarm. You're starting to sound a lot like her. But pleasantries aside, what's the matter? You may remember I dropped a not-so-subtle hint as to his whereabouts.
Aha! So you did...
Let's not lose focus here. You're here to ask for my...
Yeah, fair enough. We went... Next thing we heard was he's not seeing patients there anymore.
Oh, and after the lengths I went...
Don't know if this helps, but we did learn some other stuff about him, yes.
Wait,
You know him?
I once asked the Yai Publishing House to host an event for contributors to the reader. Are you telling me that Emera the Hellraiser and Emera the Healer are the same person?
Based on everything we've learned so far, it certainly looks...
All right, well, in that...
Really?
This was the delivery address he gave to the Yai Publishing House once, when he placed an order for several dozen books in one go. The warehouse took one look and assumed it must be some kind of prank, so they rejected the order. Of course, with the benefit of hindsight, it's rather obvious what...
You've got a point. Well, we clearly made the right decision coming to...
I'm just glad I could help.
You mean Mizuki?
I can tell that she's invested an awful lot into the Isa bathhouse. It's only
Really? 'Cause yesterday it looked more...
I assume Mizuki has told you that we're competitors. She has always believed that, ever since we were classmates. And now that I'm the Guji of the Grand Nauru, the last thing she'd want is for me, of all people, to swoop in and save the day the moment the going gets tough. So I'll take that as a compliment. Mizuki's always so considerate towards others. Well done, you took the hint. Now, while I'm sure you'd love to chat longer, you seemed to be in a great hurry when you arrived. Shouldn't...
Oh, right. Come on, let's send a message... This should be the place Miko mentioned, right?
Traveler, Paimon.
Mizuki! That was...
All thanks to you two. With what I learned from those two guys, I managed to give... So, this is where Emura Ichigen's...
Sure hope so, 'cause this is our only lead.
Then that confirms it. So from here on out, stay close to...
We'll be fine.
All right, fine.
Sounds good to me.
Whoa. This is not what Paimon was expecting. This is creepy.
Calm, yet repressed.
What is it, Mizuki? Figured something...
Nothing new. Just further confirmation of my suspicions. Sweet dreams!
He set up an ambush?
Seems like we're not welcome here.
Bow your head.
Now you shall perish! Ha! There is no escape!
Make yourselves a move!
One with nature!
This may hurt a little.
Settle down.
Miss Yume Mizuki, you found me at last. Ah, and I see you've brought some friends.
Emura Chuya.
Mizuki was right after all.
Please, do not call me by that name anymore. The old me was plagued by negative emotion.
You have to listen to me. There is no way to get rid...
Your perspective is
What's so funny? Don't you know you're
harming people. That's what you believe? Very well. I understand and accept your perspective.
What is up with him? He's being...
As you can see, Miss Yume Mizuki, all my psychological problems have been completely resolved. I must thank you for your attempts to diagnose my condition. But I see now that all my misery was merely a consequence of human frailty. I lived in fear and anger. Fear that I was not worthy of other people's attention. I became a slave to my emotions. They turned me into a wretched and loathsome creature, hostile to everyone. But things are different now. I've acquired. No longer will I be afraid. Never again will I be stirred to anger. No, I am filled now with only one emotion.
What I'm hearing is that you've developed your own unique understanding of psychological issues.
I would be delighted.
The first is a soldier with poor control of his temper. He flies off the handle too easily, and it gets...
He simply needs to let go of his anger. Then he will surely...
The second is a fisherman who's developed thalassophobia. Now he is
Oh, of course. He must cast his fear far away and forget it ever existed. Then he can
I'm sorry, but you're wrong on both counts.
Oh?
The soldier's anger is rooted in his strongly held principles. Yes, losing his anger made him passive and apathetic. He now stands. The fisherman's fear made him one of the most reliable sailors, but after forgetting his fear, he destroyed. Fascinating, isn't it? Anger gives people the courage to stand up for what... Emotions are integral to human dreams. And after many years of negative emotions do not just go... Not only that, but their presence is essential. So do you have any idea what you've done to those...
What an amusing theory. In fact, I do remember those. How can you believe that negative emotions are required for a healthy psyche? It's a laughable theory. Don't you remember how I was when we first met? You call that healthy?
Acknowledging that negative emotions exist doesn't mean giving them free rein over our minds and lives. But if that balance gets disrupted, emotions start... The person you were when you first came to my practice... You were dominated by your emotions. Under their influence, This diagnosis is going to sound harsh, but I'm afraid you've simply gone from one extreme to another. You say you've reached perfection, but you're just as dysfunctional.
I will forgive you for this offense, because I know my present perfection to be a fact. You once told me that nightmares are the result of a buildup of negative emotions. But clearly, that proves that all of my negative emotions have been definitively eradicated.
I'm afraid not. Look...
What?
No wonder! Paimon knew something was up the moment we arrived.
The enemies that we encountered were manifestations of his negative emotions.
No, that can't be.
That entity claimed it could remove your negative emotions. But all it did was separate. Your situation is far worse than that of the other victims. It has deceived you at a much deeper level.
How laughable. Fear? No. There is no fear left in me. This is all just...
Something's appeared behind him.
So, my arch-nemesis has seen through my... Clearly, you came prepared. The emotional cocoon I'd wrapped him in...
So it is you.
What is...
A nightmare monster. A fearsome yokai that was once the... We Yumekui Baku eat the nightmares of humans, while they called those nightmares their home. When I heard the traveler recount that strange dream, I knew that this was a possibility. But it's still a shock to see one of our long-lost arch-enemies in the flesh.
Then allow me to formally introduce myself.
Kurayume. That's a name.
Likewise, Yume Midzuki is a name that takes me back to a different age. Although I must say, ultimately, the fall of the nightmare monsters was the fault of our hope. But now, I have found...
Oh no! We've got to catch up to him!
What's happening? Paimon's feeling dizzy all of a sudden.
That's the feeling of rejection. It's so strong. Quick! After him! He's repressing his emotions even harder. Sweet dreams!
There! He's got nowhere left to run! Whoa! What's happening to the ground?
Watch out! I used my powers to cushion our fall.
Don't worry, we've fallen from bigger heights before.
We've been completely cut off. That creature has taken complete control of his...
Would it be easier if we wake up now and go catch him and...
Remember the fragrance we smelled on our way in? That's how the monster lures people into the dreams. He's turned Emarachuya's nightmare into his lair. There's only one way to force him into the open.
Eat this nightmare?
Not only is it possible,
Oh, Paimon knows that! It's just... We all...
This monster has harmed too many people. We have to stop it. It's okay. I knew what I was getting into. We may not have caught him, but our chase wasn't in vain. He led us deep inside his dream.
It's so...
That's what happens if you leave. There must be a lot of emotional fragments in this place.
Wait, but...
Where the light is.
If I say it's your fault, it's your... You shouldn't go running around with that stupid thing.
Ugh. The atmosphere...
Be careful. Every time we draw near to one of the...
You, a writer? Didn't they reject you already? Get rid of this trash! Go find a...
Aww.
We shouldn't stay here.
Ha ha! That guy? Let's keep playing.
Wow.
Nope. No.
What is...
It's his sorrow. Human emotions exist in a delicate balance. When that balance is lost, by isolating these negative emotions, if we want to restore...
Oh, so that's what you...
Well done.
Aw.
I need to find a way to... Sorrow might just do the job. As long as it's kept...
Let it out, Chuya. Let the tears flow.
This process will untangle his unbridled fear and anger, his unresolved resentment, and his unshakable despair. These excess emotions will be separated out from the rest. They are the source of this nightmare.
Ugh! Mizuki!
It's all right. A good cry can work wonders. Even though he seems beyond helping.
Are you ready to come out? I'll be waiting for you right here, son.
All right.
Amazing! Suddenly,
I thought I had found the perfect host, but you found... freeing a single host from...
What is this place?
I can't believe it.
Borderland?
To put it simply, it's a dream within a dream. A space hidden deep. This must be how that monster managed to survive the extinction of
Midzuki.
He's trying to turn this place into a nightmare so he'll be more at home. And he's creating This place is connected to the dreams of every human in the nation. From here, he can play. If he succeeds, then he'll have effectively
Then we know what we need to do.
Maybe. If we can get close enough to dealing with this many in one go is
Sweet dreams?
lost minds. There should be some around here, and some of them will have come from sweet dreams originally. Come on. Careful. We've got to move quietly. The nightmare monster has usurped control here. We need to stay out of his sight. Time to relax.
The wind knows me.
Committed to memory.
Illusion shattered. Inazuma shines eternal.
Bow your head.
I see everything.
Bad dreams be gone!
Silence!
Chasing Tanuki through the woods. Thank you for lending us your help. Turn that frown upside down. Sweet dreams. Watching fireworks fly up into... Thank you for sharing. All right. We've gathered enough power to proceed. Time to face him head-on. The core should be just up ahead.
Why? Are these...
I just wish we could have gathered some more. Which means we're running out of time.
No problem.
Time to relax.
The alacrity with which you walk into my trap surprises me. Do you not realize why I lured you here? Because this is my domain.
Not yet, it isn't. Now! Use the power of the good dreams!
I think you will find it to be quite ineffective against the power of nightmares. I must confess, I am...
Because the happiness you provide is a lie. All the while, these repressed... Your kind has always thrived by magnifying your host's...
Incorrect. When a human becomes dominated by the... But I can give them a... This is the path to a...
You do realize what that means, don't you?
Oh, I perfectly... But I'm afraid I could not... Now here's a question well worth thinking. Do you see now? I won this battle long before you ever set foot inside this tree.
What's going on?
He's growing stronger, but we've exhausted the pop. Even if we could find more sweet dreams now, it still wouldn't be enough.
If you accept that negative emotions are an immutable presence in the human mind, without the Yumeki Baku there to hold their hand and walk them through, well, they would sooner run from reality.
But the whole reason I wanted to become... Traveler. These feelings. So that's how they should taste. Longing. Caused by separation. So bitter. And yet the experience led to a whole new journey for you. If you keep pressing on, maybe... Despair. Caused by failure. Icy cold. And yet in conquering this despair, you gained the courage to face the lightning. Regret. Caused... And after all these flavors comes sweetness, passion. Long before you ever met me, you'd already gained the courage to never avoid or run away from your The power that you have gained by processing everything from your long journey is... The whole reason I wanted to become a psychologist was to try and help people become someone like you.
Lightning flash!
It's you!
Your dream is so powerful!
Traveler, give him all you've got! Once the false dream he created has been destroyed, I can make sure. I don't think I ever would have been able to do this.
Don't mention it.
You shall join my ancestors in death!
What? He's still not dead? Wait.
Maybe he made his host build some kind of device in the underwater cave. Once he realized we were onto him.
So you mean we're in danger?
We've got to wake up.
But how? Like, pinchers?
This should be high enough. Traveler, Paimon.
Huh?
If you're afraid, then just take my hand and close your eyes. Yes, just... Hold on tight. The Yomekui Baku are getting to work.
Water comes in many flavors to the discerning palate.
It's finally over. It's a good thing I had the foresight to ask them for help, or I'd be... Traveler, could I pick your brain with another question? What do you think humans tend to have more of? Happy? Most people struggle to deal with their negative emotions. They bottle them up inside until they've festered and turned into... As a result, humans have far more bad dreams than good ones, and most happy dreams are short and fleeting. Heck, there are even people out there who only have the mind space to have happy dreams after they've given us their bad ones, which is all to say that the dreams we get to taste are usually bad ones. I once believed the only reason we Yomekui Baku existed was to serve as a disposal method for nightmares. Even though I call myself a clinical psychologist, I also have dark thoughts sometimes. Still, after learning the principles of psychology, I came up with a new way to look at all of this. If we can use psychotherapy to help people come to terms with their emotions, they'll gain that way, more and more people can free up their minds for truly happy dreams until there'll be enough to share around. A naive one, more like. Even though I've run this business for quite a long time now, it still hasn't come true. So I must thank you, Because and knowing that is all the treatment I need against the dark thoughts I sometimes have.
There you are! Paimon's been looking everywhere for you, too! Paimon was just watching the Baku eat the nightmares. They got really full and started rolling around on their tummies. It was so cute. Oh, and speaking of Baku, we were gonna book another appointment.
It's a little late for that now.
Oh.
Still, the night is young.
Huh?
Excuse me! Hello!
What's going on? Why are...
Oh, it looks like business is booming with Amura Ichigen's.
Morning, you two.
Yes, please!
Then I better get you another VIP pass. You're our most...
Awesome! In that case...
Oh my. Imagine if you'd taken my advice and sold your shares the other day. It could have cost you dearly now that business is booming.
Why would I be upset? It's not...
Oh, I've missed that way with words. So effective.
Would it kill you to not sneak up on...
Morning, little ones. Did you enjoy the scenery last night? Hardly. That tree was directly beneath the Grand Narukami Shrine. What was I supposed to do? Move the entire shrine to give you some privacy?
Is there a reason you're here, Lady Guji?
Mostly because I felt like a walk. The gentleman who your fellow Yumeku Ibaku fished out of the water last night is no longer in a critical condition. Although his mind seems to have regressed to that of a young...
It could have been worse, I suppose. Lady Guji, I owe you my thanks. Come on, Miko. You've always been worse than me at keeping secrets. I admit that I feel inferior around you, and have an urge to prove myself. My sense of inferiority keeps my ego in check, and my desire to prove myself gives me the...
Oh, you could have told me sooner. The poor traveler here has been doing all my running around for me.
True. But then again, When Emira Ichigensai had amassed an angry mob of zealots could have done some serious damage.
While that's all true, my main concern was that I didn't want to upset an old
Miko.
I always seem to forget that you're more cunning and less adorable than you look.
It's not that I don't get upset. Here's your new VIP pass.